We're on Zavim Perek Hey, Mishnah Yud Aleph, 11th and penultimate Mishnah in Masechet Zavim. So we're continuing to talk about Tumat and Tara. The Mishnah says, Boel, Keri. Boel, Keri is someone who has a nocturnal emission, who has a wet dream at night. So there's a Tumat there. So the Mishnah says, Kimaga Sheretz. It's the same Tumat as someone, Kimaga Sheretz, who touches a Sheretz. Says the Bar Tanura, Kashem Shenogeh B'Sheretz Rishon the Tumat. So someone who touches a Sheretz is a Rishon. The Sheretz is an Av. He becomes a Rishon. Kach Boel, Keri, Rishon the Tumat. Boel, Keri is Rishon the Tumat. V'tumato shaveh, the tumat anogeh b'shich zera. It's the same tumat as someone who touches shich zera, because essentially it's the same thing. Boel Keri, he sees Keri at night. Mikra laila. He sees Keri at night, so that's the nogeh. If you touch shich zera, you're also a rishon l'tuma. So Boel Niddah, but someone who has intimate relations with a woman who's a Niddah, kitmei meit. He is the same as a tamei meit. He's an av hatuma. Says the Bar Tanura. Shu av hatuma v'tamei tumat shiva. He's an avatum and he has to have a paraduma. Ella, rather, the Mishnah says, Shechamor mimenu Boel Niddah. Boel Niddah is more chamor than a tamei meit. Why? Because a Boel Niddah, shu metamei mishkav umoshav, tuma kala, letamei ochlin umashkin. Who's metamei mishkav and moshav. Remember we said, just a zav, as what's called tumat mishkav and moshav. If the zav is lying on a bed, so he's touching the bed, but what happens if he's lying on 72 mattresses, like the princess and the pea? So remember, we learned that the zav is mitame, mishkav, and moshav. He's sitting on something, or lying on something. All the levels down are tame. So if a zav does that, it's avatuma. If a boel niddah, someone who has relations with a niddah, sits on something or lies on something, is mitame, mishkav, moshav, tuma kala. These mitame, mishkav, and moshav, not tuma that the mishkav is an avatuma, but that the mishkav and moshav are rishon the tuma. So that if there are rishon l'tuma, the mishkav and moshav, that cushion l'tamei ochlin umashkin can make food and drink tamei. So therefore, when the boel niddah sits on something, you put food on that thing. If that food was wet because it's mukhshar l'kabel tuma, then it becomes tamei. On the other hand, and that's why it's chamor from tamei meit. It's more chamor than it's tamei meit. Why? Because meit atzma v'chol shekein tamei meit. If you have a dead body lying on a bed, the bed is tamei because it touched it, but anything under that, eino tamei mishkav and moshav. It doesn't become tamei mishkav and moshav. So the dead body for sure. Al achad kama v'kama. Much more so, a person who's tamei made, a person who's avatuma, lo tuma kala, v'lo tuma chamura. There is no such thing as mishkav and moshav for a tamei made. Why? Because it says v'kol kli asher yeshev alav zav. The pasuk includes zav specifically below tamei made and not a tamei made. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.